Here we go, Pete. I'm back, baby.
Hey,
Let's see, mine's different than yours. What'd you get? Just noodles? Goddamn, it's fucking hot. It's yours. Nope. Sorry, baby, I can. See, they knew what you got, so they made sure to give you the fork because you special. Wade, you still making laps? What are you doing?
I'm chilling right now.
I was about to say, I'll watch you share play while I eat, real quick. Start share play, do something.
Just chilling right now, dude. You taking a break for a minute?
Yo, thank you. Alright, well, I'm gonna go and get off and eat. Alright, if you share play, I'll watch you play something.
Huh?
Otherwise, I'm gonna go ahead and get off for the night.
Get off tonight. You're gonna beat that thing up, aren't you?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, I ain't gonna fucking hide it. But anyways, I'll be on tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Actually, no, I won't. I know. I won't be on tomorrow night. I gotta go to the banquet, my NASCAR banquet.
Gotcha. I'll enjoy that.
Yes. Alright, yep. So, if it depends what time we get home. Nah, it starts at 8, so I probably won't be home tomorrow night.
Where is it?
But, up South Boston, Virginia.
Yeah. We'll see you
Yep, 2-hour drive home,
You
too.
enjoy that, though.
Alright, see you Friday.
Yep.
Make us proud.
Back to Destiny.
I'll make you proud.
Beat that meow up, baby.
At least 2 home runs and a double tonight.
Oh, shit.
Speaking of that, I need to check on the baseball game. I ain't a baseball fan, but just see who's winning.
Getting the baseball move.
Yep.
Dude,
Anyways, good night.
Swinging up that thing. Have fun.
tight. Need to loosen up. Try to loosen up in the race, but it's really unstable, so I have to make some more adjustments. But as it is, it does everything I want it to do. 73.2s all the way down to the pit stop, hit the mark. I'm not racing anybody. Hit 24 laps easy, 25 laps, so that's going into third gear, into fourth gear. But that's okay. And it can hit 27 laps. Slow it down a little bit. At least like 10 laps before. You gotta practice that. Figure it out, see it. Where I shot myself on the pit in this race is I didn't save anything. I didn't run 25 laps. I ran 24. It was the second run, so I wanted to see where I would go in the race. So it's 24 laps. Without saving. They're on 5 lap over, a couple lap over tires. Threes, twos. 24 laps. 2 more laps. Trying to decide we're under 5 laps out. Catching these guys up. Too slow. Like I said, I already know I can't adjust it in race and get it any faster. Hey. Shot. If I'm hitting early now, I'll be on faster tires for a few laps. So really use it to close the gap before they break. The problem is I'll be on older tires when they come out. I don't have these guys. The tire will be outside. For winning. Losing the time from the last pit stop to 173. slow I am on this lap. That's how much time I lost to the leader. Good lap at this one, too. 32.9, yeah. See, it's given a 6. Almost 4 tenths. So I'll probably end up finishing third. Maybe second if I'm lucky. Getting dead low. Fuck up lap. 7 tenths so far. I lost when I needed to gain. Still a lap down. Hey, Kyle, hold on. Hey, what's up?
I'm just gonna goof off for a little bit. Going to bed. So, which one?
Are you okay?
Nope, never. Off full way. I just drank some hot damn. Makes it even better.
Well,
That nice cinnamon burn.
well, I'm losing it. I'm losing a practice race here.
That's not good.
No.
Which series?
On the truck. The goal is to run a full thing, which I did. But I just under race conditions I didn't go as many laps as I would in the real race.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to play catch up a little bit and save a little bit more. So it ended up putting me what amounts to about 10, 12 seconds behind. It actually put me like 26 seconds behind, but I made up 16, 17 seconds. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And, these AI are on their own schedule. Whereas I'm pretty sure if I'm racing, Wayland in the trucks, that we will be doing very similar things. So.
Yeah. No, I mean that house. I won't be running Saturday.
We're probably not running this weekend.
No, we aren't.
Nope. Everything's gonna get moved to next weekend, but we have to check with everybody who's involved to make sure that works.
Okay.
So how does your schedule next weekend look for Saturday?
I have no clue. I will be told at a later date and time. It's just, I don't know, like doing that.
When do you find out?
Oh, on my girlfriend.
Oh, well, it's like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, put some input, because he ain't gonna. Everything's gonna get fucked up if we can't do it next weekend. Because that's like the last weekend he can be
Yeah.
here for it. So, because we really didn't want to miss it. But okay, figure that
I hate
out.
to, yeah.
Now you can work with him with times and shit. Which is better for you, early or late on the weekend?
Normally early on Saturdays.
That goes against his thing, but I don't.
Honestly, if it was earlier on this Saturday, I could probably get away with it. It's just doing it at 6 o'clock. That's like, that's,
Well, his other option is to either run it that night during the week or to do a doubleheader on Sunday, Saturday and
Yeah.
Truck, and we'll just do truck like Monday night. But he can't be there Sunday, so, you know, he's trying,
Yeah.
you know, if we gotta move, you know, Trey can't make it on Saturday anyway this weekend. Wade can't make it Friday, so it's either gonna be like a doubleheader on Sunday where he can't make it, or we'll move all three of them till next weekend.
with Trey working tomorrow? Not
Trey
tomorrow,
has a
sorry.
funeral to go to.
Oh, sorry. I meant Saturday, but yeah.
Yeah, they only finalized the times yesterday. And he told Mystic right away. So Mystic, oh, great.
Another reason for Saturday.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't want to say a certain thing, but yeah, it's, yeah. Because it's not a good situation, but I hate that for Trey. I really do.
Well,
that guy's lost so much family members in the last year.
well, in this case, you know, he's very upset, but he's focusing on his nieces.
Really?
His cousins. Because they are lost. You know, he's
About him.
been running up there every night this week. That's why he's probably not on tonight. Spending time with them, you know, kind of, you know, ease the pain of the situation. That's his focus.
Yeah, I talked to him. I really thought just some this shit.
Now Wade shit with being named best man at the last fucking minute.
That's just weird.
That's Wade's family. You know, I yes, you're right, but at the same time, well, you know what? They're all like fucking Wade. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, normally that's like calling him to the bullpen, you know, the last second. Someone got sick or something.
Yeah, but that's
or-
like when you don't even know you're on the team. You know?
Yeah, I know. That's the fucked up part.
Normally you would know you're on the team.
Yes.
It's the next. If it's the next room and up, it's not. Hey, we're bringing him out all the way up in the dugout.
Yeah, because from what I understand, he wasn't even gonna go, but the guy's best man crapped out on him for whatever reason and can't attend. So he just reached into the box and pulled out Wade's number. Wade's the designated best man. You know, it's like
That's a really
that is
weird way
so,
of getting the
but
designated
that's so
best man.
Wade. That's
But yeah, that's just.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Oh, fuck, that's awesome. Oh, I just love him. Shit doesn't work.
The only good thing about me finishing second right now is the way this works with the auto hard is one or two vehicles basically run your speed. And
Yeah.
so I'm beating myself. In other words, if I run like this during the race, I will be the guy to beat. I should be, even though I'm only second. Because it's basically just my strategy that's off, not my speed. I'm losing speed now to this guy because I have every fucking AI in between me and him.
Of course.
I can't run. I'm running 3/10 off my pace that I ran the whole race. But I'm only losing like 2/10 to him, so technically I should be about a tenth faster than when I get clean laps. And there's only 2 laps. But I'm too tight, and I can't make adjustments in the race. I tried, and it just fucks up the handling at some point in the run.
Well, you don't need handling at Homestead.
Yeah, but I have an idea what to do. This is a good lap. It's the last lap. Yep. So it's not gonna give me a time. Yeah, I think I ran the same time. Yeah, that's okay. I learned a lot, and I think I'll be fine. Ooh, what did I say? I had the fastest lap, which is good. I didn't lead the most. Yeah. Ironically enough, the guy that I had beat me is Wood from last year in the trucks.
I don't even remember what number he was.
23.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
So who do you have the money on in all these series to win it? In real life? Not...
You talking about NASCAR?
Yeah.
You know, I just started looking at it, and I just went through the cup. That I made some comments like, you know, Logano is the veteran of the 4.
Yeah, I know, and he's not that old.
Yeah.
It's the
Well,
youngest...
he started when he was 12, so yeah, he was the youngest.
I thought it was
Cup
5.
driver. He was the youngest Cup driver.
And he's still more
Yeah.
mature than Ty Gibbs is right now.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. Well, see, Xfinity I haven't even looked at, but there's a whole other dynamic going on. And then in Cup, you got another dynamic. You know, as I was saying, all I'm seeing the last couple of days is guys trying to duplicate the Chastain thing, right? And on iRacing...
I don't see anybody doing that.
On iRacing at Martinsville, they accomplished
notice-
it. And today, I saw like 5 guys successfully doing it at Phoenix. And I heard from there's rumors through some of the press people that some of the drivers are actually practicing it on their simulators. You know how they all do the simulator testing. And successfully, the rumor is successfully. So that's like, are we going to see like a bunch of cars go high into turn 3 on the last lap? You know? I'm
Possibly.
like, Jesus fucking Christ, that would be... I don't know what it would be.
Fucked
But
up,
see-
really, and there's going to be a rule next year on this shit?
Well, maybe. There might be. It all depends. See, if something happens this weekend, though, we'll probably end up getting a rule. But if nothing happens this weekend, we might not get a rule. You know what I mean? But it's so popular, you know, it beat out all the NFL clips for the on the sports shows at the end of
That
Sunday.
doesn't shock me. I mean, it's
Yeah.
one of those moves you're like, are you fucking kidding me? That just happened.
Yeah,
There's
it's
no
just like
way that's
nobody
fucking
saw
real.
anything like it before outside of a video game, and you know, and it's like holy shit. But,
yeah, I thought it was funny, Chase Briscoe's post that he did earlier in the week.
Yep. Yeah, there were so many of them that were good. His was good. But
Well, you know
so-
what game he was on, right? He was on Heat.
yes, I know. I know. Yeah, well,
It's
he
like,
has
yeah,
got gluey
didn't tell
walls.
him the wall glitch was there.
He has gluey walls because of wall banging. Remember, they made
Yeah.
the walls gluey, so touching a wall is really not a good thing anymore. It slows you down. But on
Yeah.
iRacing, they have the more simulated, like the real life walls, and it works. You know, if you hit it right, you got to hit it like almost perfect. If you don't hit it perfect,
Well, yeah.
so I'm thinking, you know, either 2 things are going to happen: nothing, and it'll be a normal end of the race at Phoenix, or half the field will go high, and that will change everything. Because I don't think you're going to gain anything if you're 10th in line going around the wall. You know what I
No.
mean? You're not going to win the race doing that, definitely, unless you're the first guy. And if the first guy fucks up, then it's going to be a big wreck, and the race will end anyway. Or one or two guys will try it, and it will be interesting. So that's that's the three things. I don't think a lot of guys will try it because I think their teams will be like, no, don't do that. You know, if you're not in the
Well,
championship four, it doesn't really
I'm going
make
to say
any
this.
sense.
I don't see Xfinity doing it and it working.
No. Xfinity is different. Xfinity
and
different.
trucks.
Yeah, trucks.
The only one's going to work is because how hard those bodies in Cup are.
The only two it could work in is Xfinity and Cup because they have the same bodies. They have the carbon fiber bodies. It's basically, you know, hard plastic, which will slide.
Yeah.
The trucks are steel. They'll crumple, and the jagged edges will dig into the fucking, you know, rubber walls and shit. So you know.
Oh, see, did you see that one post the one team did?
Which one?
The one where they put rollers on the side of the truck.
Well, no, they don't. They put the rollers on because they turn it on its side and roll it around while they're building it. You know,
I know.
I know, but they're like, this is modified for next year. Yeah, that was awesome. I was like, yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Now you can make it work. Yeah, but it just shows how important that move was, that everybody's talking about it. You know, and that's huge for NASCAR. That's a great thing.
Well, yeah.
Okay. So tell me who's in the top four for Cup. I don't know. Bell's been able to get it done from outside and left field, so you got to watch him. Logano is good at Phoenix, but he hasn't been good there lately. And then we got Ross Chastain, which is
he'll do anything to do it.
Yeah, but he's a firecracker. He's also very fast. So if he's up front all day, that's you know, there's something there. Now who's the last guy? I forget. Chase Elliott, and then there's Chase. You know, it could be a race where Chase, you know, just gets out front and runs away with it. You know, Kyle Larson's the field, you know, kind of thing. So I would say the favorite would be Chase, but Logano's not above doing what he's got to do to win a race, and he's not exactly slow there. But I would say it would be more like Chase, Bell, Chastain, and Logano as far as, you know, like chance to win. You know.
Yeah.
That's how I would put, you know, Chase as the favorite next week.
I kind of have a feeling he probably is also.
Well, he'll at least be. I think he'll at least be up front most of the race. Now, whether he can get it done is you know, I'm not saying he's going to win. I'm saying that he has the best shot. But something happens, like at Martinsville, you know, late in the run, and it closes them all up, and they're all running 1 through 4. Well, you know, anything can fucking happen, you know, with any of those guys. I mean, Bell showed his bumper works just as well as everybody else's at Martinsville. And Phoenix is not that much different, you know.
At least he made sure he did it properly.
Yeah, he did,
unlike
and he
some
did
people.
it right, and he did it well. Because the worst thing to do is to cause a caution or wreck somebody like Ty Gibbs did. So I don't see that. That's danger. He's dangerous in the closing laps of a race if he's near the front. So that's why I put him second, because Chase has done it. You know, he's done it. Hendricks, you know, they don't exactly own Phoenix, but you know, if they keep running this well at Phoenix, you know, they're close. I think they have an edge at Phoenix. And then Bell, fucking, he's the guy that's been getting it done. And Chastain is the wild card. Yeah. He's the wild card, but I put him third because I don't think Logano and Penske has had the out and out speed at Phoenix the last few years. You know, they might bring something special, but
Ford did really well there, and all the Fords were really good at Phoenix, so that's one reason he might win it.
Exactly. Well, but compared to what his competition is, you know, and Bell and Chastain, it's more what they will do to get it done if they're up front, kind of thing. You know, that's why I put them in front of him. Logano used to be the same way. I just don't know. I don't know how I'll play out. I think Joey is more like to cause a caution doing something like one of them would do. From his history.
Well, yeah.
You know, from his history, which could shoot him in the foot, you know, kind of thing. Whereas Bell showed the skill of being able to do what he had to do and not cause a caution, which I think is a big factor. And if he can get by Elliott, at the end of the race, and or hold him off, it could be exciting. But don't count Elliott out. That's why I put him as a favorite.
No.
Who's in Xfinity?
Ty Gibbs and Junior Motorsports.
Okay, but
The only one that's not in Junior is Sam Mayer.
right. So it's Allgaier, Berry, and who's the other guy now?
Shoot. Allgaier, Berry, and Noah.
Oh, Gregson. Oh. I think it's going to be a dogfight between Gibbs and Gregson. It'll come down.
Actually, I don't think Gibbs is going to make the finish.
Well, I said it's going to be a dogfight. I didn't say he would, Gibbs would win it.
Oh no, I don't see him making it very far in this race.
I don't know. I don't know, because the best time, if you really want to hurt somebody, the later you fuck him up in a race, the worse chance they have of recovering. Because if he gets fucked up in the first stage, it doesn't really put him out of it, because he can get back by the third stage.
If you do it right.
Yeah, and the Chevys run really well. Junior Motorsports runs really well at Phoenix, but so do the Gibbs cars, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I think it's gonna be a dogfight. But I know who's not gonna help his teammate next week.
Brandon Jones?
Yep. He'll be like, I'm gonna help my new buddies here.
I don't care they're leaving. Noah's leaving. I'll help him be more than you.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm
just
so that's a whole different dynamic than in Cup, actually. And that's why I'm like, I think going to be real hard to figure out what's going to happen. We just got to watch it.
I just don't see Ty Gibbs. I think everybody's going to try to fuck over Gibbs.
I put the favorite on Gregson, Barry second, Allgaier third, because Allgaier has been so close, but of the Junior Motorsports cars, he tends to be like the second or third car, in the bunch. He's not usually the last as far as speed goes, but he's never that guy that they're following. You know what I mean? And I'd love to see him win a championship, but I think Gregson and Gibbs are too strong, and Barry too. Barry has come on in situations that he's never been in before and just aced it. So, based on that, it's Gibbs last, because I believe, like you believe, that he won't be there at the end for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And then
someone's going to knock him out because he's just wrecked too many people this year.
Yeah. Allgaier, Berry, and then Gregson. Gregson as the favorite. Similar to like the way I look at Chase Elliott in the Cup Series. He's fucking dominated the last half of the fucking season. So,
no, he hasn't. He's actually not been good in the playoffs this year.
Gregson, I'm talking about.
Oh, Gregson, he's been lights out.
If you bet against him, you unless he has trouble or gets caught up in something stupid, which never happens in a playoff race. At least not until the end of the race. And that was Carl Edwards. Because we were we were looking at that the other night. I think you were there for part of that. And it's like, they all tend to make it, deep into the third stage at least before something happens.
Something happens, yeah.
Yeah, Gibbs, if everybody in the field is smart, to hurt him the most is to hit him in the middle of the third stage. When it helps the other guys the most. Brandon, step up to the plate, Brandon.
I could see someone wrecking him in the early part of the race.
Yeah, but that would be just a statement. It wouldn't really hurt him like it hurt Brandon. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, it'd be a statement. It would eliminate him from the playoffs.
No, because they have stages. So even
if they do it right, they'll eliminate him.
Well, if they take him out, okay.
And that's what I'm thinking someone might do.
Somebody might just say, "Fuck it, the year's over anyway. I'm not winning the championship. I'll just take this."
It's like you want to just wreck people. So I'm sorry. I guess we'll just eliminate you.
You're calling for a Kenseth Logano moment, is what you're saying.
Yes.
That is most likely to happen to Gibbs. I could see that, but who would do that?
Oh, there's a lot of different options.
True, but I don't see Brandon Jones. I think he's much smarter than that.
No,
And I
Brandon's a lot more classy.
Yes, I think if he was going to do anything, it would be like looking at the strategy of the JR Motorsports cars and doing whatever he's doing around Gibbs to benefit them. I think that would be his like go-to revenge, kind of thing. I'm just gonna, you need to get by, you need to make time. Well, you're gonna have to wreck me again.
Yeah,
kind of shit. And then if he races him rough, he's gonna race him rough back, and he's gonna beat him up, probably to the point where he'll be like, I know if I hit you this way, I'll get you a flat tire, kind of shit. I can see Brandon being like that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But the best time for that is definitely in the third stage, deep in the third stage.
But I could see Sam Mayer just taking him out.
He won't, because Junior will be talking to him. Junior will be talking to all of them, and telling them, listen, eyes on the prize, man. Guy's a dickhead. It's okay. Let somebody else take care of him, because he's got a lot of people outside of the fucking top, championship floor that are looking at, and what better way than the last race when he's running for a championship than to fuck him over and take him out of it. So
yeah, let's see, he's pissed off Ryan Sieg.
Yep. There's a few in there.
Well, actually, might be easier naming people he hasn't pissed off, actually.
Yep. Probably definitely easier to name that.
I mean, honestly, I don't think Sammy Smith was happy with him since he freaking walled him.
Nope.
So it's like, yeah.
Now I just pulled up the championship for truck.
Oh, that's Ben Rhodes, Ty Majeski,
Zane Smith,
and Chandler Smith.
Yeah. Okay. Jesus. Well, you got two Thor Sport trucks, a KBM, and a front row. But both Zane Smith and Chandler Smith have impressed me in the truck series this year.
Yeah.
Thor Sport,
I want to see a Ben Rhodes conference again, though.
Yeah, but Thor Sport actually, they're up there. You know what I mean? I mean, KBM is KBM, and this is a tougher, more traditional kind of like Champ 4, because there's really no weird drama going on. So it's more like, well, who's going to win? And this is the one that's toughest for me, because I could see all of them winning. It's to me, it could be that close, But I definitely see a race where wherever they start, that they'll end up, like 1 through 4, probably before the end of the first stage or by the start of the second stage. And they'll all pretty much pit together, use the same strategies until the end. Until the end, then you might see some different shit. But here I'm looking. Rhodes only has 1 win. Smith has 3 wins. The other Smith has 3 wins, and Majeski has 2 wins.
Yeah, Majeski's the hottest of them all.
Yeah,
right
Majeski.
Now.
I know Majeski impressed me the most in the playoffs because he kind of upped his game. So, but it's so close. If you when you really look at where they should be, they're so close. Ben Rhodes won it last year, right?
Chandler Smith won the race, though.
Huh?
Chandler Smith won the race.
Right, but he won the championship.
But Ben Rhodes, he had the drunken news conference.
Yes, yep, that's right.
Yeah, they showed that on one of, shoot.
I saw it. We were all laughing at it. I think we watched the end of it, and we all watched it together, kind of thing.
Well, they had it on Race Hub again
Oh,
today.
oh, I
Not
see.
today. Tuesday.
Yeah, I see. Okay. Well, what I will say is, I wouldn't seed. Let's like see. I wouldn't seed Ben Rhodes first because he didn't run that well at Phoenix. He run good. He ran good, but again, like you mentioned, he did not win the race. He had some handling issues, from what I remember now from last year. Now
He was good at the end of the race. He wasn't great at the start.
Yeah, well, they adjusted on it, but that's
Yeah.
bad. You gotta enter a championship race close. You know what I mean. And if you're close, then you can stay with the other guys, see what they're doing, and. So who won last year? Was it Zane Smith or Chandler Smith?
Chandler Smith won the race.
Chandler Smith won the race last year. Okay. Has Smith, the other Smith, or Majeski ever won at Phoenix? I have a feeling that Majeski has won at Phoenix before.
Jeske hasn't been in good equipment for very much of his career.
Yeah. So he's like a little bit of a, now that he's in good equipment, we don't really know how good he can be.
Yeah.
He's shown he can step it up. So excuse me, that's important. But I'll give the nod to who do you say when Chandler Smith won it last year?
Yeah, Chandler Smith won the race.
So I'll give it to Chandler Smith. He's been running really good this year too. I'll give him the nod as the favorite, but only by like a tick, you know.
Oh fuck.
And then I'll put the. I can't really do that, can I? I'll put Zane Smith second, because he finished second in the points the last 2 years, so he's hungry to win. But ThorSport always tends to run good when they need to, which is what I was looking at. And Rhodes won it last year, so they know how to be fast and in the mix. But I'll say Chandler Smith, Zane Smith, and I'll put Ty Majeski and Ben Rhodes as last, only because of what Ty Majeski has been doing this year. You know what I mean? And Rhodes only has one win, so I don't know.
Yeah, they have not been as consistent as Majeski has.
Yeah, and I think that's what hurt them from winning the race last year, is they have something that they're good, but they just need to, they need to get a little bit, like you said, more consistent, So I'll put them fourth, with the other ThorSport guy third, and then Zane Smith, and then Chandler Smith. But we're talking between the Smiths, like nothing, like very, very close. Because it can go either way in my mind. And then Majeski right behind them, like a nose behind them, and then Ben Rhodes in a normal fourth place position. If you know what I mean by that.
I think Chandler has a good shot just because he's the only
KBM.
Kyle Busch Motorsports driver.
Yeah.
Same way Zane Smith is.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, last year, we watched John Hunter almost win it, but he got messed up being too aggressive, I think, near the end of the race.
Well, no, John Hunter screwed up in the very start of the race.
Right, and then he got behind and he played catch up, but he almost got back into it, and then he took it too far near the end and took himself all the way out, if I remember correctly.
I don't think he ever had a shot.
Well, not after the thing in the beginning, but
because he was a lap down, I think.
Yeah, he tried though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, again, all excellent reasons to watch all three fucking races.
Oh yeah. And since we don't have a race Friday night, I might actually watch the truck one.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'll be doing the same thing.
Actually, no. I might run that other league race that night.
Yeah, that's okay. But gonna be interesting. The truck is just gonna be to me a traditional, tight, really good championship race, you know, kind of thing. Whereas, I'm looking at, you know, Xfinity, you got the Ty Gibbs equation, so that can go 6 ways from Sunday. you don't really know.
Yeah.
But that's why you got to watch it, you know. And then the Cup race, who's in it? You know, who's actually in it this time is very interesting. So that's
I mean,
also going to be something to watch. And you know,